Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today via tape delay from the home of the Laurel Highlands High School girls soccer team here at Mustang Field. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the Altoona Lady Lions. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupain, and welcome you aboard for today's high school girls soccer game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupain. We'll be back with the lineups for both teams after these messages.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920, the area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee-owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. And call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company. Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich, the They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends. Brian Morozak and Jerry Dupé back here at Mustang Field. The Laurel Highlands girls soccer team getting ready to get their high school season underway this afternoon, hosting the Altoona Mountain Lions. Laurel Highlands 8-1 a season to go, 6-6 out of Section 2 and 3A, coached by Dave Sohaida. Altoona 10-9 a season to go. They actually won their season opener yesterday, defeating Shaler by a score of 3-2. Derek Winterburn, the head coach of the Altoona Lady Lions, playing out of District 6 in 4A. Let's take a look at our lineups here today, starting first with Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs playing a 4-4-2 here this afternoon with junior Abby Beatty and freshman Journey Greer up front. In the midfield, we'll see number 3, Hallie Green, a junior. Number 13, Sydney Chido, another Mustang junior. Senior Maggie Cunningham wearing number 32, and Kristen Marmol, senior, wearing number 14. In the back, the two center backs, number 8, Abby Miller, a senior, number 12, Jillian Verbis, a junior. The two outside backs, Macy Valek, a senior, number 24, and Hannah Newman, a freshman, number 28. In goal for the Mustangs, number 25, Gwen Hamilton, a senior. Altoona playing a 4-3-3 here today with Cassie Cow, Darian Berkheimer, and Lauren Kaiser up front. Cow, a sophomore, Berkheimer, a sophomore, and Kaiser, a freshman. In the midfield, Katie Aveni, number 6, a junior. Number 13, Morgan Sarver, a freshman. And number 21, Anna Knott, another junior. On the back line, Sarah Graham, number 11, a sophomore. Number 4, Jessica Worley, a junior. Number 27, Ashley Irwin, a junior. Number 28, Grace Dahl, a senior. In goal for Altoona, number 3, Julia Lane, a sophomore. Altoona with only 1 senior, 4 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 2 freshmen in the lineup. And Laurel Highlands starts with the ball as Maggie Cunningham sends it down the near side. Journey Greer trying to chase it down, and the ball into the hands of Julia Lane for Altoona. And Lane trying to work it out quickly here to Sarah Graham down the near touchline. And the ball going out of play in front of Lauren Kaiser, an Altoona freshman. Laurel Highlands with 5 seniors, 4 juniors, and 2 freshmen. And their starting lineup, again, the Mustangs coming off of back-to-back WPIAL playoff appearances, losing last year in the first round of the Whipple playoffs to Mars by a score of 8-0. But with Laurel Highlands making back-to-back playoff appearances, the Mustang program certainly trending up for 2018. And we mentioned some familiar names in the Mustang lineup, including Sid Chido and Maggie Cunningham, who are playing out of the Mustang midfield today, but expect them to be very involved in the offensive attack as well. And Abby Beatty, another Mustang to have your eyes on here tonight or this afternoon. As the ball goes out of play on the far side, it'll be a Laurel Highlands throw-in. Playing 2 35-minute halves here this afternoon. 5 minutes shorter than the normal 40-minute halves we see for most of the high school games, but this being played as part of a Fayette County Coaches Soccer Association tournament here this afternoon. So things a little bit shortened up. Game time temperature around 88 degrees, so we'll see how much fatigue plays a factor as well. And Chido, a nice little through ball there, trying to send it ahead to Abby Beatty, but Beatty unable to track it down. The ball got out of play for an Altoona goal kick. Mentioned Altoona 10-9 a season ago, but certainly a quality win yesterday, 3-2 over Shaler. Altoona actually busted all the way back last night and drove back this morning to play Laurel Highlands here today. As Julia Lane sends it out, nice little knockdown there from Maggie Cunningham trying to create for the Mustangs. Cunningham trying to chip it top of the box. Greer and Beatty unable to track it down, goes back in the direction of Julia Lane, who will roll it out to Sarah Graham down the near side. Pressed on there by Kristen Marmol, and Marmol able to win the ball back for Laurel Highlands. Fighting there with Graham. Marmol looking for a cross, can't find it. Ball deflected out of bounds off of Laurel Highlands and out for another Altoona goal kick. So both of these teams feeling each other out here a little bit. Talking to Altoona head coach Derek Winterburn earlier, he said he was concerned with fatigue just due to the fact that Altoona played yesterday, and certainly a lot of hours on the bus over the last 24 hours as well for the Lady Lions. See if that plays a factor. Again, this is Laurel Highlands' season opening game. The Laurel Highlands boys will be in action later on today, also taking on Altoona. And for the Mustang boys. That'll actually be their second game of the day. They're playing over at Uniontown right now, taking on Bentworth, and fatigue might play a factor for the Laurel Highlands boys later on today as well. Getting the ball set out on the far side, another Mustang throw-in, lobbed in again to Maggie Cunningham, who's been very involved here in the opening 5 minutes. Chipped ahead to Beatty, but Abby unable to keep it in. It will be a throw-in here for Altoona, as Ashley Irwin will send it in. Irwin fires it down the far line off of Katie Avini and deflected back out off of Laurel Highlands. Most of the action's been in the midfield here early on, as Morgan Sarver, another freshman, trying to create. Nice little ball over to Lauren Kaiser down the near side. Makes her way around Hannah Newman. And here's Kaiser on the run. Kaiser top of the box trying to stay with and got bodied off the ball there. A little bit dangerous play defensively by the Mustangs inside the 18-yard box. You get called for a foul in that vicinity of the field. It's going to be a penalty kick for Altoona. Jillian Verbus with a little body contact. Lucky she wasn't called for an infraction. The ball again off the body of Kristen Marmol, trying to come forward here for Laurel Highlands, right through Sydney Chido. Back to Anna Knott of Altoona, then sent back along by Maggie Cunningham. Trying to lob it forward as Abby Beatty tries to track it down, but Altoona plays it back. Nice little header there from Anna Knott. Deflected back again by the Mustangs onto the feet of Ashley Irwin. Irwin down the far side, touched there by Avini. Back to Irwin on a little give and go. Altoona trying to set it up now down the far side with a nice little break here. Running on, Cassie Cowell. Cowell on the far side, a little chip ahead, and the same from the Mustangs keeper, Gwen Hamilton. Now Hamilton will boot it out. Down again to Abby Beatty. Fronted there by Anna Knott. Going to touch it off to Hallie Jamison, who just entered for Laurel Highlands. Ball going off the Mustangs and out. So Hallie seeing her first game action. Mustang senior. Headed there by Chido. Again on the back line of Altoona, Ashley Irwin sends it high and out of play. You see the Mustangs and Altoona bringing some 10s here today. Certainly smart, trying to shade their players. Some of the Mustang top subs staying under the tent, trying to keep cool in case they're called upon this afternoon, and expect the benches to be deep for both of these teams playing in some hot weather conditions this afternoon. Here's Morgan Sarver through the midfield. Chipping it down to Lauren Kaiser. Kaiser some room here. Kaiser working in. Kaiser firing and just missing wide. So a good opportunity early on there for Altoona. And Lauren Kaiser, almost 6 minutes in. This match remains scoreless. The Mustangs and the Lady Lions of Altoona will be put down for a Laurel Highlands goal kick. Be taken by Macy Valek. Valek, another returning starter for Laurel Highlands. Will lob it down over the head of Sid Chido, trying to send it on to Journey Greer. The Mustangs were very high on Greer, only a freshman, starting on the front line along with Abby Beatty. Cunningham again through the midfield. Left foot boot down the far side, too far for Beatty. He'll go out of play for another Altoona throw-in. 28-32 left here in the first half. Altoona and Laurel Highlands still scoreless. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. The start of the high school soccer season here today. We'll have both this game involving the Laurel Highlands and Altoona girls and the boys matchup between the respective schools on the network here today. And the ball chipped out on the far side. Another Altoona throw-in to be taken by Ashley Irwin. Just over 7 minutes in as Irwin fires it off the body of Darian Burkheimer. Burkheimer had a goal yesterday against Shaler, and off of Burkheimer and out, and Laurel Highlands will reload with Macy Valek. Valek will lob back in off the head of Beatty, back to Ashley Irwin again, and sent down the far side looking for Katie Avini, and again sent back by Valek. And over to Abby Beatty's side of the box, fronted there by Irwin, trying to play it back to Chido. Chido trying to spin from the corner. Was looking there for Jamison, deflected back to Maggie Cunningham. Cunningham feeling some pressure from behind. Double team comes over, and down on the play goes Cassie Cowell of Altoona. We play on, and the Lady Lions will pick up the loose ball. Avini off to Burkheimer down the far side. Altoona looking to create. Have a little open space here on the rush. 3-on-2 coming back. And Berkheimer unable to hold possession. Nice little break up there from the Mustangs defensively with senior Macy Valek, who will be an Altoona throw-in to be taken by Berkheimer. Berkheimer lobs into the box. Cassie Cow trying to send it off there to Lauren Kaiser. But again, the Mustangs able to clear from Kristen Marmol. Marmol trying to send it forward to Journey Greer, deflected back. Lady Lions back on it. Kaiser, nice little move into the box, and the shot on goal and a diving save from Gwen Hamilton, stopping Cassie Cow. Cow taking that shot from about 9 yards out. And Hamilton, another boot back to center. Journey Greer is there. Touched along, though, defensively by Altoona's Sarah Graham. Marmol a touch. Lady Lions trying to keep possession. Again, blocked down by Marmol. Touched by Chido, trying to send it back in Kristen's direction. But knocked down again by Sarah Graham. Graham spinning it off to Anna Knott. Trying to come forward, going through Chido. On the Mustang back line again to Macy Valek. Valek trying to go cross field near side. Knocked down again by Sarah Graham. Graham a nice little touch ahead there. Was looking for Lauren Kaiser. Back to Graham. Graham moving off to her right. Spinning it down the far side, trying to create an open rush, but it goes right back to the Mustang keeper, Gwen Hamilton. So we played almost 10 minutes. Laurel Highlands and Altoona still scoreless here at Mustang Field. Greer, touch from Chido, trying to send it up to Beatty. Again, blocked down by Anna Knott. And Altoona, a nice little run down the far side. Berkheimer again. Berkheimer into the box. Fires off of Hamilton. Ball comes loose. And missing on the rebound attempt was Lauren Kaiser, unable to get a piece of it. So Hamilton busy here in the opening 10. Altoona, a nice little sustained rush here. Now they'll get a corner kick from the near side here at the 25-minute mark of the opening half. It'll go off to Katie Avini. And Katie, a line drive into the box. Nice little clear there from Valek. Macy now trying to stay with it. Battling Anna Knott. Macy able to send it ahead right back in the Altoona back line there to Jessica Worley. Spun off on the far side there to Anna Knott. Another touch from the Mustangs, Hannah Newman. Back again to Sarah Graham. Graham back on the attack. Graham from 30 yards out. Little touchdown off to Morgan Sarver. Sarver from 25 sends it wide. Another shot generated there from Altoona. That one not on goal, and they'll put it down for a Mustang goal kick. This time will be taken by Abby Miller. Miller, another senior on that Mustang back line. Abby sends it ahead. That one going through Abby Beatty. Altoona again corrals on the back line. Sarah Graham. Sending it off to Lauren Kaiser. Kaiser running into Hannah Newman, who slowed down that attack. We'll stay with Altoona. Another throw in here to be taken by the sophomore Sarah Graham. Graham on the quick lob and Chido defending. Nice little touchdown and spun back around to Anna Knott. Knott off to Casey Aveni. Aveni leaves it down the far side to Darian Berkheimer. Cassie Cowan down in the box. As the ball deflects wide and out of play, it will be another corner kick here for Altoona. It'll be Aveni to take it, this time from the far side. 12 minutes in here at Mustang Field. And Altoona lines up with 4 players in a straight line at the top of the 18 as Aveni on another line drive fires it into the box. Again, poked out this time by Maggie Cunningham. Forward to Abby Beatty. Sent ahead to Journey Greer. Greer 1-on-4 coming back. Not going to work. And cleared back by Ashley Irwin. And deflected out. It'll be Altoona's ball again. Irwin on another throw-in. Went off of Sydney Chido. Knocked down by Cassie Cow. In a little bit of open space here on the near side, and from 25 yards out, it's sent wide by Morgan Sarver. So over the last 5 minutes or so, Altoona certainly control the offensive attack. They've had the better of the scoring opportunities in this match. The Lady Lions, who play in a 4A classification. Laurel Highlands once again in a 3A classification for 2018. Still locked up in a scoreless tie. Now we're going off of Hallie Jamison and outs. Grace Dahl now will take the throw in here for Altoona. Got deflected off of Valak, sent back ahead. That's going to be offsides on Lauren Kaiser. Got behind Kristen Marmol in the Laurel Highlands back line. A free kick coming back here for the Mustangs. And they'll put it down with Hannah Newman. Reminder, if you're watching this broadcast on Atlantic Broadband or Armstrong Cable, all of our broadcasts also available on YouTube as well. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com, search South Union Television, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for program updates, facebook.com/South Union TV. Now Journey Greer and the Mustangs going right back at it. Greer trying to set it off to Beatty again, cleared back by the Lady Lions. On to Katie Venny. Venny trying to send it forward, looking for Morgan Sarver. Cleared back again by the Mustangs. Jillian Verbis. Julia Lane a touch. Down to Sarah Graham. And a quick whistle. Ball ruled out here on the near side. Kristen Marmol to take the throw, and the Mustangs to make a trio of changes. And we'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Many people unknowingly have chronic liver disease and discover it during routine blood testing. Possible causes include alcohol, hepatitis C, fatty liver, and iron overload. If left unchecked, this can lead to cirrhosis or severe liver scarring. Offer the latest testing and treatment for chronic liver disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Scoreless here at Mustang Field, 2019. Left here in the first half, and Skylar Ferens into the match for Laurel Highlands. Sends it in to Abby Beatty, but then won back by Lauren Kaiser of Altoona. A nice little through ball, and Gwen Hamilton way out to send it back ahead for the Mustangs. Down to Maggie Cunningham. Pressured from behind by Katie Aveni. Aveni tripped up there by Cunningham. Free kick here for the Lady Lions. And the 19:54 mark of the first half of this match still scoreless. They'll put it down here about 48 yards from goal. It'll be Ashley Irwin, the junior, to take the free kick. So Irwin on a line drive, top of the box, played off the body of Laurel Highlands' Hannah Newman, and again cleared on the far side and out of play. Sarah Graham to fire it back in here for Altoona. Looking there for Berkheimer. Knocked out of play by Erin Reed, another new entry into the game for the Mustangs. Now a Mustang throw-in. Off the body of Journey Greer. Knocked back down again to Katie Aveni. On the back line to Grace Dahl. Played low, but right to the Mustangs and Skylar Ferens. Ferens now feeling a little pressure there from Lauren Kaiser, and Kaiser able to win the ball back for the Lady Lions. Up to Sarver, cleared back by the Mustangs, and Maggie Cunningham got a little dinged up there. Might have taken a cleat in the knee. Ball goes off the Mustangs and outs. Grace Dahl will fire it back in. Right to the body of Jillian Verbis. Knocked down by Jessica Worley and sent off to Sarah Graham. Graham down the far side. Bodied off of Macy Valek. Altoona, though, keeping possession. Mustangs another chip into open space. Grace Dahl again there for Altoona, sending it down the near line to Lauren Kaiser, but out of Kaiser's reach. And another Mustang throw-in. This one to be taken by Hannah Newman. 17:40 left here in the first half. Altoona and Laurel Highlands still scoreless. Throwing going right to Cassie Cal. Look out. Cal trying to break back. But again, cleared out that time by Valek and the Mustangs. Again, going wide. Skylar Ferens there for Laurel Highlands and able to keep it in. Grace Dahl firing it back in there for Altoona. Off to Kaiser. Kaiser chipping it ahead. Will roll back to Gwen Hamilton. So not a lot of action in this one so far. Both of these teams playing a little close to the vest, and you wonder how much the hot weather might be slowing down the offensive progress of both of these schools so far. And now in open space, Lauren Kaiser again. Good job to keep it in play. Kaiser looking for the cross. Kaiser staying with it. Kaiser centers, goes over the head of Darian Burkheimer. Burkheimer now trying to track it down, fronted there by Erin Reed, and the ball is kept in play here by the Lady Lions. Katie Aveni now trying to break back. Maddie Cunningham stepping in front of Aveni. As the ball goes out of play, it will be a Laurel Highlands goal kick. And Hamilton will put it down again for the Mustangs. Grace Dahl now checking out on the Altoona side. And Brooke Harrington, the freshman, now seeing her first match action here today. Expect to see the frequency of these substitutions picking up on both sides as this match wears on. Played back to center as Beatty battles Morgan Sarver. And stepping in, Brooke Harrington for Altoona, the new entry, trying to make her mark in the match. And the Mustangs win the ball back as Cassie Cowell goes down on the play for Altoona. The Mustangs will be whistled for another foul and another good scoring opportunity here for Altoona with a free kick occurring here 32 yards from goal to be taken by Katie Aveni. Now Aveni's going to back off here. Looks like Sarah Graham will take the free kick. And Graham set to go. Graham another chip into the box going right to Gwen Hamilton. Makes another save for Laurel Highlands. Boys, Hamilton been busy in this match. And Gwen again will send it back to center off of Abby Beatty. And sent ahead to Journey Greer. Nice little run here for Greer and the Mustangs. Greer on the near side. Trying to send it back to Beatty. Knocked down by Brooke Harrington. Deflected off the body of Morgan Sarver. Sarver trying to spin it back. Greer there. Touched along by Harrington. Onto the feet of Lauren Kaiser. And Kaiser sending it back along on the Mustang back line. And now Abby Miller will let it go back to Gwen Hamilton. Hamilton feeling a little pressure. Dangerous spot here. Look out. Altoona breaking back. It's Darian Burkheimer. Hamilton way out. Goal now empty. Burkheimer on the far side. And the ball will go out of play. Boy, the Mustangs dodged the bullet there. Hamilton came out to the top of the box. Burkheimer got behind her. But Darian unable to hang on to possession of the ball. And going out of play, it will be a Laurel Highlands goal kick. And Altoona came very close to scoring the match's first goal. Now Hamilton looking for a little low clear, going over to Abby Beatty. Beatty trying to spin back, has Journey Greer ahead, trying to send it in her direction. Got deflected off the body of Anna Knott. Played back along by Brooke Harrington. Deflected back by the Mustangs' Jillian Verbis. Onto the feet of Anna Knott again. not, trying to spin it off there to Katie Aveni. The ball go out of play, and Laurel Highlands will have another throw in here with Erin Reed on the far line there for the Mustangs, who again make another triple substitution. Journey Greer checking out on the front line. The Mustangs will bring Sid Chido back into the match, and Chido now will be playing up front. She started the game in the center attacking midfield position. Now on the front line, I think Alicia Rimby also into the match here for Laurel Highlands. We'll double check on that as Lauren Kaiser has possession here again for Altoona, top of the 18. Sends it off to her right, and a shot just deflected wide for Morgan Sarver. It's a nice little give and go there. Kaiser to Sarver. Going wide there of Hamilton. Another Mustang goal kick with 12:55 left here in the first half. Laurel Highlands and Altoona still scoreless here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Thank you for joining us for a little afternoon soccer action as the high school soccer season gets underway for 2018. Spun back again by Sarver, trying to send it ahead to Lauren Kaiser again, out of her reach. Another Mustang goal kick. Laurel Highlands once again this season playing in Section 2 3A, and plenty of similar section opponents, including Albert Gallatin, Bell Vernon, Greensburg-Salem, Elizabeth Forward, Ringgold, and Uniontown for the 2018 campaign. Laurel Highlands picking up the final playoff spot out of the conference last year behind Elizabeth Forward, Bell Vernon, and Mount Pleasant. Of course, the Vikings not a part of the conference this year. So Laurel Highlands won't have to contend with Mount Pleasant, but they will have Ringgold in the conference this year. And the Rams always seem to have strong athletic programs. Sarah Graham again on the far side for Altoona. They're going to set up the attack there to Darian Burkheimer. Burkheimer, nice little head of steam running into Abby Miller. With the Lady Lions trying to stay with it. Nice little step in there from Rimby. Battling Sarah Graham and now Cunningham. A little body action there on Morgan Sarvers. It's sent back to the Altoona back line. A little misclear there from Jessica Worley, setting up an attack for Sid Chido and company. Here's Chido breaking top of the box. Sid Chido top of the 18, but Sarah Graham, a great job to get back defensively and break it up there for Altoona. Now Graham staying on it. Graham was looking there for Katie Aveni, got deflected back by Laurel Highlands. Brooke Clymer into the match. Brooke Harrington sending it back there for Altoona. Be another Mustang throw-in. Quick whistle. Laurel Highlands wanting to get Beatty back into the match. Tally Jamison will take the throw-in. Beatty coming back in here for Skylar Ferrens. And with Beatty and now Chido on that front line. Good spot here for Laurel Highlands. Jamison sends it in. And Chido looking to run it down. Cleared out by Ashley Irwin. Hallie Jamison again to take the throw in here for the Mustangs. Hallie fires it in, going through Rimby. Looking there for Chido and cleared out by Jessica Worley. Here's Jamison again for the Mustangs. Looking to create here inside the 18. Going off of Rimby. Looking to center. Off of Beatty. Rimby staying with it. Defending again there is Worley. Ball going out of play this time off of Laurel Highlands and out for an Altoona goal kick. As Julia Lane, the sophomore keeper, will put it down. We'll take a quick time out here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service, real service, from a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Jillian Verbis now back into the match on the Laurel Highlands side as we come back. Laurel Highlands and Altoona still scoreless. Laurel Highlands has picked up the offensive tempo a bit here over the last 5 minutes. Still looking for the first goal of the match on either side. There's Abby Beatty. Touched off to Kristen Marmol. Feeling a little pressure there from Katie Aveni. Now the Lady Lions back on it. Darian Burkheimer down the far wing. Here's Burkheimer breaking in. Burkheimer top of the 18. Fires line drive just going wide. Another nice run there from Burkheimer and the Lady Lions. Keeping Hamilton busy in goal. And that ball is deflected off of Laurel Highlands and out, so it will be a corner kick here for Altoona. With 8:40 left here in the first half. And Katie Aveni will put it down. Her dad, Andy, one of the assistants on this Altoona team. A little line drive here up top. A little contact in the box. A Mustang went down. We play on. And Abby Beatty trying to break back here for Laurel Highlands. 2-on-4 coming back as Chido ahead of the play. We'll try a low ball in her direction. Going right to Brooke Harrington of Altoona. Lob back to Chido. Trying to hang it down. And played back by a Mustang. I think that's Brooke Clymer, the ponytail, blocking the number there on the Laurel Highlands side. I guess it's Clymer 6. Now Altoona trying to set up another run, and their number 6, Katie Aveni, on the run down the far wing, running into the Mustangs' Jillian Verbis. So Verbis slowing down that attack. Another corner kick, though, and Aveni will put it down for the corner. With 7:30 left here in the first half, little quick touchdown to Sarah Graham. Graham side of the box, low line drive, went off the post. Graham on the follow. A nice save there from Hamilton defensively. Mustangs also got some help there from Megan Marinelli defensively, the sophomore, to break up a couple of nice chances there from Graham. Altoona doing a nice job to create here today, but still without a goal on either side and another trio of substitutions here for the Mustangs. It does look like the long ponytail was that of Brooke Clymer as Brooke will check out of the match. Hot one here this afternoon for Mustang Field. Game time temperatures might approach 90 degrees before all is said and done here today. Actually had a little rain in the area about an hour before the match. Number of soccer games being played here today. The Betworth girls defeated Uniontown 6-0 earlier on today as Maggie Cunningham sets up a nice run here for the Mustangs. Sid Chido trying to track it down, but the ball goes out of play. It will be an Altoona throw and going the other way. Now 6:20 left here in the first half. Brooke Harrington, little line drive back. Touchdown by Macy Valek. Trying to send it ahead to Kristen Marmol. Battles Morgan Sarver. Altoona trying to win it back. A little header there from Jillian Verbis. And cleared back. The play is on sides. Going back to Gwen Hamilton, who clears it out there for Laurel Highlands. Good job from Gwen. Another dangerous situation. Gwen having to come way out of the goal. With Cassie Cowell trying to come forward there for Altoona. Again, they're looking in Cowell's direction. Double teamed up top. And Megan Marinelli there trying to break it up defensively. Another chip back in Hamilton's direction, who scoops it up. Megan, one of 3 Marinellis that are all sophomores in the Laurel Highlands lineup. We haven't got confirmation yet if they're triplets. You have Maddie, Mia, and Megan. If they're triplets, God bless their parents. And here's Abby Beatty trying to run back for the Mustangs. And Julia Lane looking to send it out down to Sarah Graham, who's been very involved throughout the course of the afternoon for Altoona, both defensively and offensively for the Lady Lions. Now Megan Marinelli will check out of the match. Abby Miller back in on the Laurel Highlands side. As Abby Beatty lobs it up top. Rimby there for the Mustangs, and the ball will deflect out here on the near side. Umbrella's up today, but just up right now to block the sun. Hallie Jamison will work it back in here for Laurel Highlands. Jamison a little lob, no one home, but deflected back to Kristen Marmol. Jamison trying to stay with it. Ball still loose inside the box. Well, it's a Rimby there. Ball goes out of play, and another goal kick here for Altoona. We're down to 4:10 left here in the first half. Laurel Highlands has certainly been the busier team as far as substitutions here today. Rimby now out, back into the match on the Laurel Highlands side. Hannah Newman, another freshman, wearing number 28. Julia Lane taking the goal kick. Knocked down there by Jamison. A little pressure from behind from Lauren Kaiser, but sent ahead to Sid Chido. Chido double team top of the 18. Again deflected out of play for another Laurel Highlands throw-in to be taken by Hannah Newman. Newman looking a lob there for Kristen Marmol, and off the head of Morgan Sarver, deflected back to Maggie Cunningham, who sends it high in a very dangerous spot there. Cunningham just over the bar and out of play. Now Journey Greer, another Mustang freshman attacker, back into the match, replacing Sid Chido. Mustangs trying to keep their strikers fresh here today. Certainly have some nice options. Chido, a very versatile player. You can use her from an attacking midfield position. You can put her on the front line as well. Coaching staff very high on Journey Greer, a freshman, and certainly Abby Beatty, a junior, another consistent performer for the Mustangs so far in her career. She'll certainly be called upon more this year as the Mustangs look for a scoring attack. Looking for 3 straight trips to the WPIAL playoffs. That one going off of Lauren Kaiser and outs. And section play is going to be underway before you know it. Laurel Highlands boys will open up section play on Tuesday against Uniontown over at Bill Power Stadium. And Laurel Highlands girls, they'll play their first section game on the road on Wednesday at Greensburg-Salem. So these teams don't really have much of an opportunity to get their feet wet in non-conference matches for the games really start to count. Here's Beatty again on the far side looking across. That one going off of Altoona and out. And I believe this is the first corner kick of the match the Mustangs have had. It'll be Abby Beatty to put it down. They've had 3 or 4 corners on the Altoona side looking at the corner count, but this is the first for the Mustangs as Beatty on a line drive. Greer looking to deflect it back and played off here to Macy Valak. Valak looking for another cross, going all the way through and out of play. And back over on Altoona's side with 90 seconds left here in the first half. Laurel Highlands certainly showing better form here towards the tail end of the second half here with a better attack. And still without a goal here on either side. It's fired back in by Hannah Newman. And it's some open space. Maggie Cunningham has good range but can't find it. Played away by Katie Aveni. Looking for Jessica Worley in open space. Mustangs play it back. Headed there by Brooke Clymer, who's back into the match. Brooke Harrington on the Altoona back line. Jamison and Sarver collide. Ball deflects free in open space to Lauren Kaiser with 42 seconds left here in the first half. looking for a through ball forward, going all the way back to Gwen Hamilton, who clears it back for the Mustangs. Bodied down by Katie Aveni, trying to sidestep the Mustangs' Macy Valek down the far wing to Darian Burkheimer. Burkheimer fronted there by Cunningham. Burkheimer staying with it. 23 seconds left in the first half. Burkheimer, and now Valek steps in and deflects it out of play. Now Altoona needs to hurry, bringing Sarah Graham up from the far side, down to 12 seconds left here in the first half.
10.
Graham will fire it in, looking for a Venny, headed there by Clymer, sent back along, look out, here's Cassie Cow, deflecting it back and fired just over the bar from Lauren Kaiser. So Altoona, a nice little surge here in the final minute of the opening half. But Altoona and Laurel Highlands, a well-played first half, remains scoreless. And we're back with more here on the South Union Township Sports Network in just a moment.
And just reminder everyone that the concession stand is open to sneak on over to get something to eat or drink through our 7-minute intermission. It's all sponsored by the Laurel Highlands.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Ready to start the second half. Laurel Highlands and Altoona still scoreless. Cassie Cow will get things underway here for the Lady Lions of Altoona. We've certainly seen little flashes from both sides.
It'll be aired on TV at a later date.
And the last little run there from the Lady Lions, almost getting the goals first match in the final seconds of the first half. And Grace Dahl will trigger it back in here for Altoona, again playing two 35-minute halves here today. And the one thing we'll have to check on, what is the overtime format if we remain tied after regulation? We'll try to check on that for you during our next break as well. Here's Anna Knott trying to send it forward. Hallie Jamison sending it high, looking there for Maggie Cunningham. Down to Abby Beatty. Beatty and Greer with a 2-on-5 coming back. Abby trying to stay with it, but deflected off to Altoona's Grace Dahl, but knocked down to Hallie Jamison, trying to send it ahead to Abby Beatty out of her range and out of play over the near touchline. And Grace Dahl will fire it back in.
I'll bring some water up for you guys, Brian.
Over the head of Darian Burkheimer. A little collision there between Dahl and Jamison. And it's a lob back to center. Kristen Marmol now on the back line. Sent down by Anna Knotts. Off to Lauren Kaiser. And the Lady Lions, a little surge here. Going down on the little attempt there was Morgan Sarver. Well defended by Hannah Newman. The ball deflected out for Laurel Highlands goal kick, almost 2 minutes into the second half. Laurel Highlands and Altoona still scoreless. Opening match of the season for both of these programs. The teams with very similar records last year. Altoona went 10-9, Laurel Highlands 8-1 over the 2017 campaign. Of course, Altoona playing in 4A, Laurel Highlands in 3A, and they've been neck and neck here today. Grace Dahl trying to chip it back. That one going off of Laurel Highlands' Abby Miller. Be a throw in here for Altoona. Taken by Grace Dahl. Chip back by Jillian Verbis off the body of Beatty. Abby Beatty trying to head it forward there for the Mustangs, but played back by Ashlyn Irwin of Altoona. Again off of Laurel Highlands and out. Grace Dahl to take another throw in. Dahl firing it down to Morgan Sarver. Jamison looking for the clear out. Actually went off the head of Sarver. Now Sarver trying to keep possession. Back to Dahl. Looking for Burkheimer in open space. Laurel Highlands again looking to clear. Same team there. Jamison and the freshman Brooke Clymer. And sent back on goal. Hamilton, who's been steady here in the match. There again for the Mustangs to corral it in. Played back to center to Abby Beatty. Beatty trying to spin off of Grace Dahl. Chip back ahead. And on the run, Journey Greer trying to break into the box. Top of the 18. A little collision between Greer and Ashlyn Irwin. We play on as the ball goes out of play. And Greer showing her speed there. Doing a nice job to create again for Laurel Highlands. Greer and Graham now on the far side. And the ball going over that back line and out of play. A goal kick here for Altoona and Julia Lane, the sophomore keeper. Lane sending it low to Graham on that far backside. Down the far touchline. Touch there from Anna Knotts. Up to Morgan Sarver. Aveni. Down to Burkheimer. A little open space here for Darian Burkheimer. Burkheimer on the run. Hamilton a little out of position. And a diving save again from Gwen Hamilton. Hamilton was creeping a little bit too far out there. And left a lot of open space to her left. But just able to get back on it with a diving save to keep this match scoreless. Aveni here again. She's done a nice job to create and sending it forward here to Cassie Cow. But again, Hamilton coming out to break it up. Marmol a little touch. And then getting tripped up from behind. But no foul call there as Brooke Clymer got nailed by Aveni. Cunningham now down on the play for Laurel Highlands. The ball sent down on the far side to Lauren Kaiser. Kaiser breaking into the box. Centers out in front. Ball comes loose and sent into the back of the net by Darian Burkheimer. So Burkheimer had a goal yesterday against Shaler. Gets her second of the season here against Laurel Highlands. And at the 29:47 mark of the second half, Altoona striking first. And we'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Darian Burkheimer with the game's first goal, a little tongue-tied there. But Darian Burkheimer putting Altoona on top. A nice little run that was sent along the far side, and Burkheimer with the finish. Altoona strikes first at the 29:47 mark of the second half, as the Lady Lions go up 1-0. Now we'll see if Laurel Highlands maybe goes into attack mode here, down a goal. A touch there from Abby Miller. Back to Abby Beatty. Look for Sid Chido to get more involved in the attack as well here in the second half. Played back to Julia Lane. Maggie Cunningham, though, pressing on. And watch for Laurel Highlands maybe throw a couple defenders forward here. They remain down a goal in the match. Cunningham looking to send it off there to Journey Greer. Cleared out by Jessica Worley. The Mustangs' Kristen Marmol send it back in on the far side. Looking there for Greer. Knocked down to Sarah Graham. Touch there from Cassie Cow. Back to Aveni. Down to Burkheimer again. And Burkheimer seen a couple of these nice runs down the wing. Burkheimer a center. On the far side of Morgan Sarver. Sarver a chip. Just going high and wide. So another nice run there from Altoona. Certainly sensing momentum swinging in this match in Altoona's direction. Here in the opening 7 minutes of the second half. Already a goal to their favor from Darian Burkheimer. Her second of the season as Hamilton sends it out, but right to Burkheimer again. A little chip back to Cassie Cow, top of the box. Mustangs looking for a clear out there from Macy Valek. Valek going to go wide to Marmol. Knocked down again by the Lady Lions, top of the box. We play on, chip, and just sent high. Another good attempt there from 25 yards out. That was Katie Aveni. Just sending it high there for Altoona. Mustangs make a couple of changes, including bringing Erin Reed back into the match. Mustangs sophomore Kristen Marmol and Hallie Jameson taking a seat on the Laurel Highlands side. And it's played back to center. Mustangs looking there for Journey Greer. Altoona settles it down to Katie Aveni, but Sid Chido wins the ball back for the Mustangs. Looking for Greer. Played back to Julia Lane. A little misclear there from Altoona, but Laurel Highlands unable to come up with possession as it's cleared out by Altoona. The other new entry was Skylar Ferens for the Mustangs, and Ferens will take this throw-in. Looking for Journey Greer. Altoona again finds the loose ball. Verbis a little deflection going off of Laurel Highlands and out. As Hannah Newman unable to keep it in on the far side. This match being played on the Saturday of Labor Day weekend. Fall high school sports well underway around the region. The first official play date for high school soccer was yesterday. Altoona took advantage of that with a 3-2 win over Shaler. Mustangs playing their first match of the season here today. And again, Laurel Highlands' next match will be on the road at Greensburg-Salem as they enter conference play. And for us here at the South Union Township Sports Network, our 29th year of broadcasting local sports. Jerry Dupay has been there for the duration. He's behind the camera here again today. And we thank you for joining us, whether you're watching on Atlantic Broadband Channel 17, Armstrong Channel 61, or on our YouTube page by searching South Union Television, or our 10 minutes into the second half here. Darian Burkheimer, the lone goal of the match here for Altoona, occurring at the 29:47 mark of the second half. Give the Lady Lions a 1-0 lead over Laurel Highlands. Here's Katie Aveni. Playing it back to Grace Dahl. Dahl breaking down the near side. Dahl staying with it. A little chip off to Cassie Cow, who tried to turn and shoot. Goes out of play for a Mustang goal kick. And we mentioned the number of years we've been broadcasting games here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Believe it or not, we're likely to go over 4,000 games broadcast this year. Approaching that, and we might even hit the mark here before the end of the fall sports season. And there's the second goal of the match. A little chip from the far side sent in by the Lady Lions of Altoona. Just want to double check. I think it's Morgan Sarver, 13. And it is Morgan Sarver getting the match's second goal at the 24:07 mark of the second half. We'll take a quick timeout with Altoona up 2-0 over Laurel Highlands.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
The Altoona goal by number 13, Morgan Sarver.
So the Lady Lions of Altoona coming alive here in the second half. Goals from Darian Burkheimer and Morgan Sarver. Burkheimer scoring at the 29:47 mark of the half, and then a little chip there from Morgan Sarver, making it 2-0. And I think Altoona was sensing some tendencies from the Mustang keeper Gwen Hamilton, who we've seen throughout the course of this match. Gwen wasn't afraid to come out a little bit, and the Mustangs keeper Hamilton was maybe 6-8 yards out from in front of the goal in that situation, and Altoona sensing that throughout the course of the match Sarver with a little chip, sending it over Hamilton and into the back of the net to make it 2-0. Altoona over Laurel Highlands. That's something Hamilton might want to try to keep in check, but that's her style. She's aggressive in the box. And the ball sent out of play, but it'll be a corner kick here for Altoona as they threaten again. Up 2-0 over Laurel Highlands with 23 minutes now left in regulation time. Katie Aveni again to take the corner kick here for Altoona. Another line drive into the box. That one deflected high by Lauren Kaiser. Now a goal kick for Laurel Highlands going the other way, finding themselves now down 2 in the match. Looking for a little sustained pressure, and the sustained pressure has all been from Altoona here in the opening 13 minutes of the second half. And Hamilton will send it out here on the near side, send it right to Cassie Cow. Cow trying to break in. Cow goes down, a little contact there from Hamilton, nothing called. We play on, and for the most part, our match officials here today put the whistles away. Haven't seen too many fouls called at all in the match. I wonder if things might get a little chippy here in the final 22 minutes. Berkheimer, another touch there, back to Grace Dahl. Sent off to Cassie Cow. Cow spinning it back to Katie Aveni. Aveni from 30 yards out, back to Cow on the give and go. Off to her left, another chip that time right on Hamilton from Morgan Sarver. Another Altoona freshman. And that was Sarver's first varsity goal. She did not score yesterday in Altoona's 3-2 win over Shaler. So one that she wants to remember. Berkheimer down to Cow, back to Berkheimer again on the give and go. Trying to get around Macy Valek. Berkheimer centers on the back door, sent in. 3-0 Altoona. They drew that one up nicely. That was Darian Berkheimer, I believe, again, striking for the Lady Lions. We'll double check. 21-14 left here in the second half. 3-0 Altoona over Laurel Highlands here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Back here at Mustang Field, we're still double checking on the third Altoona goal. I think it was either Berkheimer or Katie Aveni. Aveni might have got it there on the back side. We were blocked initially, but the goal coming was just over 21 minutes left here in the second half. We're trying to double check just for clarification. That's Lauren Kaiser then. So Lauren Kaiser getting the goal.
The Altoona goal by number 12, Lauren Kaiser.
That's Kaiser's first of the match, first of the season. Another Altoona freshman putting the Lady Lions up 3-0. A little chip there from the keeper, Julia Lane. And Laurel Highlands will have a throw in here taken by Abby Beatty. Beatty trying to lob it into the box. Looking for Journey Greer. Deflected back off to Megan Marinelli. And Altoona sending it ahead again. Cassie Cowell breaking back with the play offsides. No offsides there on Altoona on the run back from Cassie Cowell. Altoona coaches didn't like the call. Not going to matter at this point. They'll make a few substitutions as well. I didn't think Cowell was behind the last defender when it was sent forward, but not going to win the argument now. Hannah Newman will send it back there for Laurel Highlands into the body of Morgan Sarver. Again, sent back down to that far line. Intended pass there for Lauren Kaiser too far. And Laurel Highlands will throw in from Hannah Newman. Coming back on the Mustangs side. And we mentioned the Mustangs will get busy with conference play next week. Road game against Greensburg-Salem. They're back at home next Saturday for an 11:30 a.m. game against Elizabeth Forward. And then their first of two of the season against Uniontown on September the 12th. Ball getting rolled in a goal, scooped up there by Hamilton. And the Mustangs coming off of back-to-back seasons where they qualified for the WPIL playoffs. As Abby Beatty trying to send it down to Marinelli. That's Megan Marinelli. And Darian Burkheimer winning it back. Cassie Cowell the shots and the cover again from Gwen Hamilton. Laurel Highlands losing to Mars in the first round of the playoffs last year. Lost to Gateway in the preliminary round of the 3A playoffs back in 2016. Prior to the 2016 season, Laurel Highlands had not had a winning season since 2004 and had not qualified for the postseason since 2001. So, as we mentioned a couple of times earlier, nice to see the program trending back in the right direction, and we hope to see the Mustangs back in the WPIL playoffs again for 2018. We'll see how things pan out. So we mentioned Altoona coming off a 10-9 season last year, playing back-to-back games this weekend. We'll have a couple of days off before playing a game at Mifflin County coming up on September the 8th. That'll actually be next Saturday. So they'll have a full week off to prepare for that contest and get their legs back while on their way to improving to 2-0 on the season. Up 3-0 here over Laurel Highlands with 17:20 left in regulation time, and a number of substitutions now occurring on both sides as these two teams try to stay fresh. In fact, Altoona met Mifflin County in their final game of the season last year, winning 5-2, but Altoona unable to qualify for the postseason, as we mentioned, finishing the regular season with a 10-9 overall mark. Kristen Marmol off to Jillian Verbis. Mustangs have their chip back ahead off the foot there of Ashley Irwin. And Rebecca Dahl, new player on the front line for Altoona, along with Lauren Kaiser. And Kaiser has it again on the far wing. Looking for the center, and the chip in from Rebecca Dahl. So the freshman, boy, didn't take long for Rebecca Dahl to make her mark in this match. Came in just about 30 seconds ago and getting the fourth goal
number 15
for Altoona. Rebecca Dahl makes it 4-0. Lady Lions over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety. For colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies, painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruth Hart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Back here at Mustang Field, all Altoona. Here in the second half, this match was scoreless at halftime and pretty balanced, even though Altoona had their fair share of surges in the first half. But goals from Darian Burkheimer, Morgan Sarver, Lauren Kaiser, and Rebecca Dahl have opened up a 4-0 lead now for Altoona over Laurel Highlands with 16:09 left here in the second half. And you see a player like Rebecca Dahl come into the match and they get an instant goal like that. Their head coach, Derek Winterburn, might be saying, hey, maybe I should play her a little bit more often. We'll see. But certainly nice to see that when you can throw a player like Rebecca into the match and they get an instant goal like that. Lady Lions will hope that trend continues, and they're trying to send it in Dahl's direction again, and there's Hamilton about 40 yards out. That's not a trait we've seen from Mustang keepers over the years playing that aggressively. Certainly good to do at times, but I don't think you want to get in the habit of doing that all the time, because then it sets up situations like we saw from Morgan Sarver's goal, which was the second of the match, where they notice Hamilton out of position, and you can get burned on some chips back on the other side. There's Kaiser again, running into Hannah Newman. The ball going out of play for another corner kick here for Altoona, with the Lady Lions up 4-0 over Laurel Highlands as we go under 15 minutes. Left here in the second half, the corner kick will be taken by Katie Aveni for Altoona. And again, wholesale changes on both sides. These two teams try to stay fresh on an afternoon where temperatures are approaching 90 degrees. Aveni sending it low. And now the cross going right to Hamilton with Rebecca Dahl on the doorstep. Hamilton able to corral it in. Boots it back to center. Headed along by Emma Santor, another new addition in the Mustang lineup. And Altoona, a little rush back, Julia Wise. And Wise just sending it wide. Another change. Again for Laurel Highlands. And Sid Chido coming back into the match. Checking out, I believe that's Hannah Newman. It's played on to Maggie Cunningham, losing it there to Brianna Wukovic. Wukovic actually came into the match yesterday against Shaler and had a goal off the bench. Settled down to Sarah Graham. Touched along to Julia Wise. Verbis a touch, looking for Jamison. Aveni there again for Altoona. Jamison another touch onto the feet of Sarah Graham, and Graham has certainly done a great job, as we mentioned, on both sides of the ball here today for Altoona as well. Jamison battling Wise. Ball goes out of play, and Graham will take the throw-in. Another change here for the Lady Lions with 12:53 left here in the second half. We'll take a quick timeout with Altoona up 4-0 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back here at Laurel Highlands, Lydia Baum entering the match for Sarah Graham. Altoona slowly working some of their starters out of this match, leading by a score of 4-0. Brooke Harrington trying to break down the far side. Alicia Rimby back in there as well on the Laurel Highlands side. Jamison colliding there with a Venny. Mustangs keep possession. Forward there to Aaron Reed. Off to Rimby. Defending is Harrington. Chipping it back onto the feet of the Mustangs' Maggie Cunningham. Off to Kristen Marmol. Laid down there to Bailey Edenfield, another new addition on the Laurel Highlands side. Rimby on the far wing, battling Jessica Worley. The ball goes out of play for Laurel Highlands' corner kick from the far side. Abby Beatty now re-entering. Coming back in for Rimby. Venny checking out on the Altoona side. Danielle Muller entering the match as Maggie Cunningham will take the corner kick for Laurel Highlands from the far side. Cunningham, a little line drive going all the way through the box. And out now on the near side. So the Mustangs able to knock that one down on the cross attempt from the corner. Altoona will pick up possession again just momentarily there before Jillian Verbis steps in. Bailey Edenfield also defending there for Laurel Highlands. That one went off the head of Danielle Muller, but took an Altoona bounce in Julia Wise's direction, who's breaking back here on the near side. But a nice little step in defensively from Laurel Highlands' Sid Chido there to break it up. And Chido does so many things well for Laurel Highlands. Talk all the time about her offense, but her defense stellar as well, as you saw there. Getting back defensively to break up a scoring attack from Julia Wise and the Altoona Lady Lions. Danielle Muller now a little open space before running into Jillian Verbis. Touched along by Brooke Harrington. Knocked down by Kristen Marmol of Laurel Highlands. Played back by Sid Chido onto the feet of Maggie Cunningham. Cunningham down the far wing, fronted there by Ashlyn Howman. Cunningham trying to stay with it. Cunningham still on the far side, crossing all the way through, no one home. Looking for maybe a deflection for either Aaron Reed or Abby Beatty, but couldn't find one. Journey Greer now back in on the Laurel Highlands side, along with Abby Miller. Skylar Ferrens will take his seats, along with Hallie Jamison. As Julia Lane lays it down here on the near side to Lydia Baum. And sent out. The Laurel Highlands throwing down to the final 9:20 of regulation time. Just when we started asking what would happen, we'd have a tie here after regulation. Would there be an overtime? We saw an explosion of goals from Altoona. Berkheimer scoring at the 29:47 mark. Sarver at the 24:07 mark. Kaiser the 21:05 mark. And then the fourth goal scored by Rebecca Dahl at the 16:31 mark. Laurel Highlands looking for their first goal of the season. Altoona breaking back here again with Ashlyn Irwin getting tripped up there by Jillian Verbis. Will be a free kick here for Altoona. With 8:42 left here in the second half. Irwin to put it down. Altoona not in a huge rush right now with a 4-0 lead for sure. Mustangs knock that one down. Cunningham sends it high. They'll look for a little chase down here from Abby Beatty. Beatty circles it back off to Brooke Clymer. Now Beatty again. And a little bit of open space there to Bailey Edenfield. Stepping up Aaron Reed. Reed getting knocked down, and we'll have a foul here on Altoona. He whistled on Ashton Howman. And Laurel Highlands will have a free kick here from about 20-so yards out. Let's see where they put it down at. 27 yards out. Maggie Cunningham will take it. Cunningham has a good leg. 5-player wall set up for Altoona. Cunningham fires and scores. So Maggie Cunningham getting the Mustangs' first goal of the season, coming from a set piece at the 7:31 mark of the second half. It's now Altoona 4 and Laurel Highlands 1, and we'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Laurel Highlands goal by number 32, Maggie Cunningham.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruth Hart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Back here at Mustang Field, a set-piece goal from the Mustangs' Maggie Cunningham. First goal of the season for Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs on the scoreboard now down 4-1. With 7:25 left here in regulation. Maybe a little spark here on the Laurel Highlands side. Journey Greer breaking back. Here's Greer looking to center. Defended down and cleared by Lydia Baum. Back up the field to Rebecca Dahl. Dahl battling Hallie Jamison. Off to Julia Wise. Back to Dahl again. Abby Miller defending. Dahl breaking into the box, firing, and missing wide here on the near side as Dahl looks for her second goal of the match. A goal kick here for the Mustangs. 6:42 left in regulation. Abby Miller to take it. Knocked down by Julia Wise as she battles Erin Reed. Altoona sends it on their back line to Jessica Worley. Touch now from Brooke Harrington. Down the far wing, corralled there by Sydney Chido. The Mustangs putting Chido now in more of a defensive role as an outside back on the right side. We talked about how versatile she is. We've seen her basically all three positions on the field. Started the game from a center attacking midfield position. They had her on as a striker. Now as a right outside back defensively. And certainly those outside backers have the ability to step up offensively at times as well and create runs down the wings. And Chido just so versatile that she can be used in so many multiple positions for the Mustangs. Only a junior, so she'll be back next year as well. She's been seeing significant playing time since her freshman year as the ball deflects over the fence. Certainly a busy day here at Laurel Highlands. Had some fall baseball games going on below us. A number of soccer games being played here as far as part of the Fayette County Coaches Tournament. Not only here at Laurel Highlands, games over at Bill Powers Stadium at Uniontown High School as well. The Laurel Highlands boys playing Bentworth over there, and then they'll play a second game today against Altoona. Game will bring you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Altoona looking to go back up 4 again. Here's Rebecca Dahl settling it down, and a little chip there was deflected on Brianna Vukovic's shot. And the cover from the Mustang keeper, Gwen Hamilton. Sent back to center. Journey Greer trying to track it down, but Ashlyn Irwin picks it back up on the Altoona side. Irwin, nice little run back, runs into Hallie Jamison, tries to spin off, but Jamison a little poke ahead, looking again for Journey Greer, sends it off to Maggie Cunningham. Cunningham looking for a lob ahead, might have been knocked down. Battle stays on here at midfield as Danielle Muller sends it ahead there for Altoona. The ball will go off of Altoona's Shelby Smealin out on the far side for Laurel Highlands throw in. The Mustangs making another trio of changes. Kristen Marmol, one of the Mustangs, re-entering. I think Macy Valak also back into the match. Try to catch the third here as well. It's Jillian Verbis back in. Tough to miss Verbis with those bright orange soccer cleats. Little touch there right now off to Kristen Marmol. Looking for Maggie Cunningham, going through Maggie. Ashton Hallman winning it back there for Altoona, going wide here on the near side to Lydia Baum. Laid down to Julia Wise. 3:38 left in regulation. Altoona a 4-1 lead over Laurel Highlands. A little give and go coming back here to Wise on the near wing. Unable to track it down. The ball going out of play for another Laurel Highlands goal kick. Barry Rosner back on the PA here at Laurel Highlands for another year. How many years is it for Barry now, Jerry? Maybe. Barry was sleeping. He didn't even hear my question. How many years for you, Barry?
This is my 40th.
40th year for Barry Rosner. He's been doing games since 1978. Nice to have him back. And Jerry Dupay behind the camera. South Union Television going over 4,000 games later on this year. 2:45 left here in regulation. 4-1 lead for Altoona over Laurel Highlands. A little collision there. Down for the Mustangs. Jillian Verbis. Shelby Smeal down. Check that. That was Rebecca Dahl down on the Altoona side. We're going to play on. We have an injured Mustang. That's Verbis. On the play finally whistled down, and Jillian Verbis down on the Laurel Highlands side, and they're calling for treatment. So 2:26 left in regulation. Verbis down for the Mustangs. 4-1. Altoona leads Laurel Highlands. We'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Jillian Verbis getting into a cart, being helped off the field. It's not how you want to start your season. Verbis, a Mustang junior, going down here with 2:26 left in regulation time. Altoona leading Laurel Highlands by a score of 4-1. Hopefully Jillian's okay. Jillian getting the start today at the center back position defensively for Laurel Highlands, and you hate to lose a player at all, let alone the opening game of the season. We saw both Laurel Highlands soccer teams having to deal with a number of injuries last year. And I think we've certainly seen an uptick in injuries since schools around the area and really around the country have gone to the sport turf and AstroTurf surface instead of the old natural grass they used to play on. Generally with these surfaces, obviously much easier to maintain, but not as much give. Sometimes you'll generally see more injuries on this type of surface than you would if you were playing on natural grass. So sometimes the price you pay for convenience. 1:53 left in the second half as Marmol knocks down Vukovic. And a free kick here for Altoona. Be taken here by Ashlyn Irwin. Line drive on the far side, deflected out by Brooke Clymer. I think we'll be able to identify Brooke more easily from her ponytail than her number throughout the course of the season. Covers jersey number 6. 1:06 to play. 4-1. Altoona over Laurel Highlands. Little break here for Abby Beatty. Beatty on the run, but the clear out from Julia Lane. Kristen Marmol stepping in. 53 seconds left in regulation time, battling Danielle Muller down the far side. Step in there from Madison Cabell on the Altoona side. Played back along by Bailey Edenfield. Altoona, though, settles it back down. 35 seconds left here in the second half. Rebecca Dahl cleared back out by the Mustangs' Hannah Newman. Looking again for Journey Greer. Chip ahead, no one home. Back to Julia Lane. 15 seconds left. Lane will play it back to center.
9, 8, 7.
And that'll be it.
5.
Altoona will defeat Laurel Highlands
3, 2,
by a score of 4-1. Altoona improves to 1-0. Laurel Highlands drops to 0-1. Again, to recap the scoring. Darian Burkheimer, the opening goal at the 29:47 mark of the second half. We were scoreless at halftime. Morgan Sarver with a goal at the 24:07 mark. Lauren Kaiser, the third goal at the 21:05 mark. Rebecca Dahl made it 4-0 at the 16:31 mark, and Laurel Highlands getting their lone goal of the match. Maggie Cunningham scoring from a set piece at the 7:31 mark of the second half to make it 4-1, and that's where this one ends up here today. And again, we wish Jillian Verbis the best. Jillian exiting the game in the final couple of minutes with a lower body injury, so we hope Jillian's okay as well and hope to see her back at the next Mustang match. And, of course, the next match that we'll have for you here on the South Union Township Sports Network as well. Today's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupé. Again, your final score, Altoona 4 and Laurel Highlands 1. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.
Thank you.